felt like stone. The road was burning, I walked it alone. My hands started shaking, my lungs felt like flame. I wanted to quit, but God called my name. The weight on my shoulders was harder than steel. The fire was rising, the pain became real. I had no strength left, no song in my chest, but God did not leave me in weakness to rest. He stood in the pressure, He stood in the pain. He breathed on the ashes and raised me again. No strength left, but God made me stand. No fire left, but God took my hand. No fight left, but God made a way. No strength left, but I stood that day. Stand again, stand again. God gave strength. Stand again, stand again, stand again. Through the fire, stand again. My legs wanted silence, my heart wanted sleep. The mountain before me was savage and steep. The wind cut like iron, the smoke filled my eyes, but mercy was louder than all of my lies. I dragged every failure like chains through the mud. I tasted the ashes, I carried the flood, but God was the thunder that rolled through my chest. He gave me one step when I had nothing left. He stood in the pressure, He stood in the pain. He breathed on the ashes and raised me again. No strength left, but God made me stand. No fire left, but God took my hand. No fight left, but God made a way. No strength left, but I stood that day. One more step, one more breath. God gives strength even near death. One more step, one more breath. God gives strength even near death. I rose from the ground with the scars on my skin. The battle was waiting, but God walked within. I was not fearless, I was not whole, but fire was burning again in my soul. The old man was broken, the weak man was done, but God made me stand before the rising sun. I lifted my eyes though my body was worn. The night had been brutal, but strength had been born. Not by my power, not by my pride, not by the warrior buried inside, not by my muscle, not by my plan, but by the mercy that raises a man. In fire, in pain, in sweat, in rain, God made the broken stand again. In ash, in bloodless war, in weakness, at the door, God made the fallen stand once more. No strength left, but God made me stand. No fire left, but God took my hand. No fight left, but God made a way. No strength left, but I stood that day. No strength left, but God made me stand. No fire left, but God took my hand. No fight left, but God made a way. No strength left, but I stood that day. Stand again, stand again. God gave strength. Stand again, stand again, stand again. Through the fire, stand again. No strength left, but God made me stand. God made me stand when I could not rise. God made me stand with fire in my eyes. I fell in the dust with the weight on my spine. The road did not care that my heart had no fight. The storm kept on pushing, the night kept its hand. I had no strength, but God made me stand. The cold tried to break me, the fire tried to bend. The voices around me said this was the end, but heaven was roaring where I could not hear. God stepped in the battle and drove back the fear.
When my knees hit the ashes, when my breath became sand, God came through the darkness and made me stand.
God made me stand. God made me stand. When I had no power, He strengthened my hand.
God made me stand. God made me stand.
When I was finished, He lifted the man. Rise, rise, rise from the fire.
Stand, stand,
Stand through the fire.
stand, stand.
Stand through the fire. The hill was before me, the valley behind. The sweat and the sorrow were burning my mind. My chest felt like iron, my bones felt like clay. I asked for an ending, God gave me away. The ground under my feet was broken and black, but God put a flame where my courage had cracked. I was not ready, I was not brave, but mercy was stronger than the weight of the grave.
When my knees hit the ashes, when my breath became sand, God came through the darkness and made me stand.
God made me stand. God made me stand. When I had no power, He strengthened my hand.
God made me stand.
God made me stand.
God made me stand.
God made me stand.
When I was finished,
He lifted the man. Not done,
not dead,
not dead.
not dead,
God put fire back in my chest.
not dead,
Not done,
not dead,
not dead.
not dead.
God put iron where I bled. I walked through the smoke with my head hanging low. I carried the pain that no brother could know, but God saw the weight that I never confessed. He gave me the strength for one more step. The battle was not over, the road was not kind, but God lit a furnace deep in my mind. I stood in the wind with the shield in my hand, not because I was strong, but because God made me stand. I did not rise by force of will. I did not climb the burning hill. I did not win by sword or bone. God made me stand when I stood alone. From the dust,
From the flame,
from the fear,
from the shame,
God made me stand.
and call my name.
From the fall,
From the night,
from the smoke,
from the fight,
God made me stand.
beneath His light.
God made me stand.
God made me stand.
God made me stand.
God made me stand.
When I had no power, He strengthened my hand.
God made me stand.
God made me stand.
God made me stand.
God made me stand.
When I was finished,
He lifted the man. God made me stand. God made me stand. When I had no power, He strengthened my hand.
God made me stand.
God made me stand.
God made me stand.
God made me stand.
When I was finished, He lifted the man.
Rise, rise, rise from the fire.
Stand, stand,
Stand through the fire.
stand, stand.
Stand through the fire. God made me stand when I could not rise. One more step through the fire. One more breath, God takes me higher. earth was burning, the sky was black. Every step forward pulled pain from my back. My body was shouting to turn and retreat, but God put a command in my wounded feet. The stones were like iron, the smoke was like night. I had no clear answer, I had only the fight. But mercy kept moving, like thunder below. One more step forward was all I could know.
When I cannot see, when I cannot feel, God gives the strength that makes weak men steal.
One more step through the fire, God gives strength when the flames rise higher. One more step through the pain, God gives fire to the broken again. Step, step through the flames. Step, step, call his name. Step, step. My arms were heavy, my breath was torn. My heart had been beaten, my spirit was worn. The hill never softened, the storm never bowed, but God was not silent inside of the cloud. The sweat on my forehead, the ash on my skin, the ache in my body, the war deep within, all became witness, all became prayer. God met the warrior who kept walking there.
When I cannot see, when I cannot feel, God gives the strength that makes weak men steal.
One more step through the fire, God gives strength when the flames rise higher. One more step through the pain, God gives fire to the broken again. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Oh. Forward, forward, through smoke and flame. Forward, forward, in Jesus' name. I was not fearless, I was not clean, I was not mighty, I was not seen. But God saw the step that no man knew, and gave me another to carry me through. The fire did not vanish, the night did not end, but God gave me strength to rise once again. I walked like a warrior, not free from the scar, but held by the Father who stayed where we are. Not every victory looks like a crown.
Sometimes the triumph is not falling down.
Sometimes the battle is breathing again.
Sometimes the miracle is standing in pain.
One more step,
When hope is thin,
one more step,
when fear comes in,
one more step.
when strength is gone,
God gives fire and carries on. One more step through the fire, God gives strength when the flames rise higher. One more step through the pain, God gives fire to the broken again. One more step
through the fire, God gives strength when the flames rise higher.
one more step
Through the pain, God gives fire to the broken again.
step, step through the flame. Step, step, call his name. One more step through the fire. My body wanted to quit, but God made my spirit rise. My body wanted silence, My bones wanted rest. The weight of the battle was crushing my chest. My arms had grown tired, my knees hit the ground. The world kept on moving, but I heard no sound. The fire was behind me, the mountain ahead. The voice of defeat was alive in my head. But God spoke like thunder deep under my skin. The fight was not over, He breathed strength within.
When flesh becomes weak, when courage runs dry, God lights the fire that refuses to die.
My body wanted to quit, but God made my spirit rise. My strength was gone, but He opened my eyes. My body wanted to quit, but God would not let me fall. He gave me the fire to answer the call. Rise now, stand now, one more breath. Rise now, stand now, fight through death. The cold took my fingers, the smoke took my sight. The road had no mercy, the day had no light. I carried my weakness like iron and chain. I trained in the ashes, I walked through the pain. The flesh wanted comfort, the soul wanted peace, but God made a furnace inside of the weak. Not for my glory, not for my name, but so every step would remember His flame.
When flesh becomes weak, when courage runs dry, God lights the fire that refuses to die.
My body wanted to quit, but God made my spirit rise. My strength was gone, but He opened my eyes. My body wanted to quit, but God would not let me fall. He gave me the fire to answer the call. Body breaks, spirit stands.
Flesh grows weak,
God gives hands. Body breaks, spirit stands.
flesh grows weak.
God commands. I found no easy road, no gentle way through, but God was the strength when my strength withdrew. I lifted the weight of another hard day, not because I was able, but because God made a way. The sweat on my face, the scar in my side, the ache in my bones, the war in my mind. All became altar, all became flame when God took the broken and called him by name.
I am not strong
Without your breath,
I am not brave.
against this death,
I am not iron.
without your flame, I only stand because you came
From weakness,
to fire,
from failure,
to higher,
from breaking,
to flame. God gave me strength and called my name. My body wanted to quit, but God made my spirit rise. My strength was gone, but He opened my eyes. My body wanted to quit, but God would not let me fall. He gave me the fire to answer the call.
my body wanted to quit,
My body wanted to quit,
but God made my spirit rise. My strength was gone,
but He opened my eyes.
opened my eyes.
My body wanted to quit, but God would not let me fall. He gave me the fire to answer the call. Rise now, stand now, one more breath. Rise now, stand now, fight through death.
Na 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 na.
my body wanted to quit. But God made my spirit rise. He put iron in my bones, fire in my chest. When I had nothing left, God gave me strength. I walk like a dead man, with dust in my lungs. No hymn in my spirit, no strength in my tongue. The valley was brutal, the air was like stone. But God found the ashes and entered my bones. He did not remove the weight from my weight. He gave me the strength to carry the day. He did not make easy the mountain I climbed. He forged me in fire, one step at a time. In the breaking, in the flame, God gave strength and called my name. He put iron in my bones, fire in my chest. When I had nothing left, God gave me strength. He put thunder in my steps, steel inside my hands when I was too weak to rise. God made me stand. Iron bones, fire chest. God gives strength to the ones with nothing left. Iron bones, fire chest. God gives strength to the ones with nothing left. The road tore my shoulders, the wind cut my face. The world gave me pressure, but God gave me grace. I trained in the darkness, I bled without blood. I fought through the silence, I rose from the mud. The body was tired, the heart was afraid. The flesh wanted comfort, the soul wanted shade. But God was the hammer, and mercy the flame. He struck what was broken and gave it a name. In the breaking, in the flame, God gave strength and called my name. He put iron in my bones, fire in my chest. When I had nothing left, God gave me strength. He put thunder in my steps, steel inside my hands when I was too weak to rise. God made me stand. Iron, fire, stand higher. Iron, fire, stand higher. I will not worship pain, I will not praise the scar, but I will praise the God who met me where scars are. I will not trust my strength, I will not trust my name, but I will walk again because God lit the flame. When the weight is heavy, when the breath is thin, when the body trembles and the fear comes in, I remember the fire, I remember the stones, I remember the God who put iron in my bones. Not by pride, not by might, not by rage, not by fight, by the hand of the King. Weak men stand and broken men sing. In the valley, in the storm, in the ashes, I was formed. In the furnace, in the night, God gave bones the strength to fight. He put iron in my bones, fire in my chest. When I had nothing left, God gave me strength. He put thunder in my steps, steel inside my hands when I was too weak to rise. God made me stand. He put iron in my bones, fire in my chest. When I had God made me stand. Iron bones, fire chest, but God gives strength to the ones with nothing left. I am an iron bone, Messiah, stand higher. He put iron in my bones and fire in my chest. No strength left, but God made me stand. No breath left, but God held my hand. Hi. Hi. My body was heavy, my bones felt like stone. The road was burning, I walked it alone. My hands started shaking, my lungs felt like flame. I wanted to quit, but God called my name. The weight on my shoulders was harder than steel. The fire was rising, the pain became real. I had no strength left, no song in my chest, but God did not leave me in weakness to rest. He stood in the pressure, He stood in the pain. He breathed on the ashes and raised me again. The fire, stand again. My legs wanted silence, my heart wanted sleep. The mountain before me was savage and steep. The wind cut like iron, the smoke filled my eyes, but mercy was louder than all of my lies. I dragged every failure like chains through the mud. I taste through the mud, I taste through the mud. I tasted the ashes, I carried the flood. But God was the thunder that rolled through my chest. He gave me one step when I had nothing left. He stood in the pressure, He stood in the pain. He breathed on the ashes and raised me again. One more breath, God gives strength even near death. One more step, one more breath, God gives strength even near death. I rose from the ground with the scars on my skin. The battle was waiting, but God walked within. I was not fearless, I was not whole, but fire was burning again in my soul. The old man was broken, the weak man was done, but God made me stand before the rising sun. I lifted my eyes, though my body was worn. The night had been brutal, but strength had been born. Not by my power, not by my pride, not by the warrior I buried inside, not by my muscle, not by my plan, but by the mercy that raises a man. In fire, in pain, in sweat, in rain, God made the broken stand again. In ash, in bloodless war, in weakness, at the door, God made the fallen stand once made me stand.